Should you buy a brand new home in Las Cruces or buy in one of our established neighborhoods like Sonoma Ranch, Picacho Hills, or even Old Mesilla? This is one of the biggest questions I get from people moving here from California, Arizona, Texas, Colorado, and honestly, all over the country. And I completely understand why. On one hand, a brand new home sounds amazing. Nobody has ever lived there before. Everything is shiny and new. You get modern finishes, energy efficiency, and builder warranties. But on the other hand, there is something really special about those established neighborhoods with mature landscaping, bigger lots, unique architecture, and character that simply takes years to create. So today I'm going to walk you through the pros, the cons, the costs, and the hidden trade-offs of both options so you can decide which one fits your lifestyle best. And before we jump in, if you're thinking about moving to Las Cruces, I do have a free relocation guide that covers neighborhoods, home prices, local insights, and things to do, and a whole lot more. Reach out to me by text, by phone, email. Whether you're moving next month or next year, I'd be happy to help. And please download my free relocation guide. All right, let's start with why so many people are choosing new construction. And honestly, I get it. There is something exciting about being the very first person to live in a home. I know that every time I walk into a brand new home with clients, I say, man, this smells like brand new. And it feels so good. It's fresh. It's just fresh, right? Most of our new construction is happening on the east side of Las Cruces, especially in the areas like Metro Verde and some of the surrounding communities. These homes are designed for today's lifestyle. You're going to see open floor plans, larger kitchens, taller ceilings, energy efficient features, smart home technology, and layouts that really work for how people live today. For a lot of my relocation clients, especially those coming from larger cities, new construction feels familiar. The roads are brand new, the parks are newer, the homes tend to have a consistent look and feel. Everything feels so clean, so organized, so easy. And if you're somebody who doesn't want to spend weekends fixing things, that's a huge advantage. Your roof is new, your HVAC system is new, your water heater is new. Everything should be under warranty. And for many buyers, that is a peace of mind that is worth so much, especially when you're looking to retire. You might be on a fixed income, or simply you are done with the hassle of taking care of a big home somewhere else. Now, here's where I put my realtor hat on, because there's a few things people don't always realize about new construction. The model homes are beautiful. They have all the upgrades available. They sit on the best lots. The brochures are beautiful. The website is beautiful. They will give you all the pros of buying that specific house. Then you move in and you realize your backyard looks a little bit like Mars. Nothing looks like it did in the brochure. Nobody really talks about the fact that landscaping often is not included. You may have dirt in your backyard, dirt on the side yard, no mature trees or no trees at all, no shade. No privacy. All of a sudden, that great lot is surrounded by homes that are very close by. And depending on what you want to do, landscaping can add thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars to your overall investment. That same goes for window coverings, sometimes appliances, upgraded finishes. The base price you see online isn't always the final number. Most of the time, it includes the bare minimum. Now, does that mean that new construction is bad? No, absolutely not. You get a blank canvas to create your masterpiece, but it does not come cheap. I want you to know the full picture before making the decision. Why established neighborhoods often cost more? So one thing that surprises a lot of buyers is that some older homes can actually cost as much or sometimes more than brand new homes. And they're like, wait a second, Elaine, how is that even possible? Shouldn't newer automatically be more expensive? Not necessarily. Because when you're buying in an established neighborhood, you're paying for more than just the house. You're paying for time that created those mature trees, time that created the beautiful landscapes, time that created that privacy, time that created the neighborhood feel that many buyers fall in love with. This is why you see so many established neighborhoods keep their value. And I'll be honest here too, you didn't have as many tract homes being built 10 years ago. Homes were built with care, with love, with intention. And once you get a homeowner that treats their home with that same kind of love, those become the gems that are harder to find. I know that that was it for me. I wanted an established neighborhood. I wanted trees. I wanted palm trees. And that meant not buying brand new. That meant buying a home that had already been lived in. And I was okay with that because I knew what I was paying into at that time. All right, let's talk about Sonoma Ranch because this is probably one of the most requested neighborhoods I get from relocation buyers. And honestly, I understand why. It sits on the east side of town. You've got incredible mountain views, golf courses nearby, restaurants, shopping, medical facilities, parks, walking paths, and it has a really nice balance between established and newer homes. Some homes are older, some are newer, many have mature landscaping already completed. One thing buyers love about Sonoma Ranch is that it feels settled, it feels finished. The neighborhood has had time to grow into itself. The trade-off? You're typically going to pay a premium for location. Now, inventory can also be limited because people tend to stay here. The things that you don't always pay attention to are the wide streets. The homes all look different and are very well kept. You have more of that southwestern feel to the homes Picacho Hills. Now, if Sonoma Ranch is popular, Picacho Hills tends to be the neighborhood people fall in love with unexpectedly. The first thing you'll notice is the views. And once you see a home with views from there, it is hard to go back. They are incredible. The second thing you'll notice is that the homes don't all look the same either. You have a ton of custom homes, different architecture, larger lots, a lot more privacy, more elevation to the homes. And a lot of the buyers tell me it feels like a completely different world compared to some of the master planned communities. The trade-off is that a lot of the homes are also older. Some may need updating. And because these are often custom homes, maintenance can vary from property to property. But if you're looking for character and views, Picacho Hills is hard to beat. I've even had people said that at first they didn't want to be able to have to drive into town for anything. Once they go out to Picacho Hills and they figure out that driving into town doesn't take them that long, they're okay with it. Mesilla in the historic area. So now if you're somebody who values lifestyle over square footage, Mesilla deserves a serious look. Mesilla is not about a cookie cutter neighborhoods at all. It's about culture, history, walkability, restaurants, festivals. They have the plaza, local shops, they have their farmers market, the feeling of being connected to the community. Some people move here and immediately know that that is the place for them. Others prefer newer developments, and that's okay. This really comes down to a personal preference. When it comes to Mesilla, I won't lie, you are paying top dollar for much older homes, and some with very, very strange layouts. But that's just how they used to build them. Can you get a new build in an established area? Now here's the question that comes up all the time. Can I have both? Can I get a brand new home but still be in an established neighborhood? Actually, yes, but it's a lot more expensive. In Sonoma Ranch, you'll occasionally find new homes being built on remaining lots. Picacho Hills still has some custom construction opportunities as well. The difference is that the land is limited, and when land becomes limited, prices go up. And you're paying for location, you're paying for views, you're paying for scarcity. So while a new home in Metro Verde may cost one amount, a custom new build in an established area can cost significantly more. So what does $400,000 buy you in Las Cruces? So Metro Verde at around $400,000, you're typically looking at a newer home, often built within the last 4 or 5 years. You'll likely find open concept living spaces, modern kitchens, energy efficient features, and a floor plan designed for today's lifestyle. Many homes will have that 3 to 4 bedroom, 2 baths, anywhere from 1,700 to 2,200 square feet, depending on the builder and upgrades. The trade-off is that lot sizes tend to be smaller, landscaping may still be developing, and you're giving up some of the mature characters that come with the older homes. Let's talk about what Sonoma Ranch gets you right around that $400,000. You're at $400,000 in Sonoma Ranch, you're often buying location and lifestyle. You may find homes built in the late 1900s through the early 2010s with mature landscaping, established neighborhoods, and incredible mountain views. Square footage can vary quite a bit, but many buyers appreciate the larger lots, the fully landscaped yards, and neighborhoods that feel settled and complete. You may not have the newest finishes, but you can often gain a lot of character, location, and convenience. And if you truly want to find some of that southwestern charm, you're not going to so much find it in the Metro Verde area where a lot of the new construction is. You're going to find it in the Sonoma Ranch area. Now let's talk about Picacho Hills right around that same $400,000. And this is where things get interesting. At this price point, you're often looking at unique custom homes rather than the cookie cutter floor plans. You may find some dramatic ceilings, southwestern architecture, courtyards, Kiva fireplaces, and views that make you stop and stare for a minute, but the trade-off is that some of these homes may need updating depending on their age. But what you gain is individuality and privacy. Mesilla area at the $400,000 mark often buys you completely different experience. You're not necessarily purchasing the newest home. You're buying proximity to local culture, restaurants, historic charm, and a lifestyle that many people specifically move here to enjoy. Homes may have larger lots, adobe influences, southwestern architecture, and character that simply can't be replicated in a new subdivision. So which one is the best value? Honestly, that's the wrong question. The better question is which one fits your lifestyle? Because for some people, brand new construction with warranties is worth every penny. For others, the mature trees, the mountain views, the larger lots, established neighborhoods, and what makes a house feel like a home is what they're looking for. And neither is right, neither is wrong. It simply depends on how you want to live. So who should choose what? If you're somebody who wants turnkey living, modern layouts, and builder warranties, and very little maintenance, new construction is probably going to feel like home. If you love already having that fully landscaped yard with larger lots and unique architecture, with neighborhoods that have a lot more personality, established communities may be a better fit. Neither choice is wrong. It's simply about the lifestyle you want after the moving truck leaves. The biggest mistake I see people make is focusing only on the house. The house, yes, it does matter, but what you'll experience every single day is the neighborhood, the drive home, the views, the parks, the restaurants, the feeling you get when you pull into your community. That's why I always encourage buyers to choose a lifestyle first and then find the house that fits within. If you're thinking about relocating to Las Cruces and you're trying to narrow down neighborhoods, reach out. I help people move here every week, and I'd love to help you figure out which area best matches your goals and budget. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you join my newsletter. Every week I share local events, my favorite restaurants, local businesses, community updates, and all the things that make living in Las Cruces such a special place. I'm Elaine with Happy Life Real Estate. Until next time, move in, breathe out, and be happy.